Hi, my name is John Rosebush. I'm the founder, CEO, and president of the Worldwide Development Corporation. I founded the Worldwide Development Corporation after 12 years of extensive research on how to generate energy from river flow. I have created a new energy invention that has the capability to power our planet 1,000 times over. Yeah, you heard that right, 1,000 times over, for a fraction of the cost, without consuming resources, distributed widely across the planet. Why is this new energy invention so important? Let me try to explain why. In 1950, we had a population of 1.5 billion people. Today, we have a population of about 7.5 billion people. It's predicted by the year 2050, we're going to have 10 billion people living on this planet. You know, the strain on our resources are just immense around the world. So now let's turn our attention to oil. Today, we consume about 32 billion barrels of oil. That's a huge amount of oil. BP predicts we have between 40 and 50 years of oil remaining. Most people think we just have an unlimited supply of oil. It's not true. You know, in the United States, 30% of the oil is consumed to make products. It's how we make our plastics, our asphalt, our shingles, and over 7,000 products. Actually, women's lipstick is oil-based. Most people wouldn't even hardly believe that. A modern society couldn't exist without these products. And 10 billion people would not survive without a modern society. It is estimated that 98% of modern society activities include some form of energy. Now, how in the world can 10 billion people survive without a modern society and with no transportation fuels? Because oil makes up 98% of our transportation fuels around the world. So that's how ridiculous going forward is if we continue consuming oil. Now let's turn our attention to electricity. Electricity, about 70 to 80% of the electricity generated in this world comes from coal and natural gas. Actually, third world countries are adding about 500 gigawatts of electricity every year. I know you don't know what a gigawatt is, but it's quite a bit. And most of that is made up of coal and some natural gas. Very small amount of that is made up of wind and solar, even though we've been promoting wind and solar like it's the future energy sources. Wind and solar are intermittent energy sources. It would be impossible for intermittent energy sources to power this planet going forward. We can't count on them. When the wind isn't blowing, we're not getting energy. When the sun ain't shining, we're not getting energy. And think about it, the sun don't shine at least half the day in most parts of the world. So that means that we'd have to run on batteries. Now the world cannot afford everybody to have a battery. So what would we do? Fight over energy? Now, if we try to grow our way out of it, by sugarcane or by corn as we see it today, or even now new talk is about seaweed, we would never be able to produce enough of that to create enough energy to power our world and feed our planet. By the way, we need to feed our planet, and that's another major issue. And if we're going to grow things to create energy, we take away from food. So what would we do? Have a choice between energy and people starving? Doesn't make any sense. So we need to come up with a way to power our world without consuming resources. Because no matter what resource we attempt to use, we would just run out of it over time. 10 billion people would consume a heck of a lot of resources, no matter what. So we have a choice. This new energy invention, I have created a prototype. I've created 3D drawings. I've got all the engineering with easily understood math calculations for the power projections. All the technical work is completed. All I am doing is looking for people of goodwill. Now we need to understand these things are real. I don't know why scientists and engineers have not told the people of this planet the major issues going on. We hear about climate change. Climate change would be nothing compared to a world running out of oil. It would be nothing. We hear about the glaciers melting. That's because we continue to put carbon in the air. We hear about our ocean reefs bleaching, deforestation. We're having wars over resources already. This is not going to end well for the human race if we don't change our priorities. Today, we have a world that is based on a fossil fuel consumption throwaway society. It's opposite of what sustainability is. We need to transition our world to a alternative energy, recyclable society that will create a future for mankind for millions of years. This is the only home we have on this planet. We need to start taking care of it. I need people of goodwill, leaders of goodwill, to step forward. This new energy invention is real. All I'm doing is waiting. All the technical work is done. And young people around the world should be up in arms. This is your future we're destroying. If we don't change, the young people in this world should not even have children because there will be no future. It is that serious. This video is not meant to scare you. It's meant to get your attention, the attention of all the problems that we're facing today. I thank you very much for watching the video and have a nice evening.